I don't like horror. I wouldn't go as far as saying that I don't like it. It's just it's stressful. But I think that's the point. I haven't like taught myself to enjoy being stressed. I feel like it's an acquired taste. There's another horror game that I really liked called and that one was so scary I couldn't play a lot of it without like turning the audio off. I had to literally turn the audio off to get through it. And that was Still Wakes the Deep. That's like a game on an oil rig, and it was so terrifying. It was horrifying. Honestly, even just like thinking about Still Wakes the Deep, still just like, ugh. But it was a really cool game. I loved the environment. I just like oil rigs. I don't know why. The Beast Inside is a horror game you have, but it's too scary. Shall I look at the trailer? Oh, this does look scary. Oh, it's like an indie one too. Oh, it's got like a tape recorder. There's some freaky models. This is crazy. I've already seen like 4 or 5 different environments. What the? What's that POV? This is like a Resident Evil like number of enemies. This one's kind of pricey. That's 25 bucks. It's $2 on sale. The trailer looks not really like the game. It's too hectic. I imagine it's slower paced. It's $2 on sale? That's crazy. No! I was just scrolling through my like Steam library and I just saw New World. Did you see that New World got like shut down? Or well, it's not shut down, but it's gonna no longer have updates. It's going to get shut down. I played that game on release. I didn't play much of it, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. How are they ever gonna like feasibly run a an MMO on a single $40 purchase? Like you have to have a constant influx of players to keep that going. You know what'd be really funny is if they made it like a sub, like FF14 and WoW, but it just came with your Amazon Prime subscription. That would have been hilarious. You have to subscribe to Amazon Prime to get a for an MMO sub. That'd be so flippin' funny, dude. Would be a reason to get Prime, right? I feel like I just need like a small justification, you know? It wouldn't take much for me to push me over the Prime edge. My big issue is like if you spend 25 bucks, you get the free shipping anyway. So I always just leave stuff in my Amazon cart until I have enough to buy, and then I just get the free shipping. And I don't need anything in 2 days. If I need something in 2 days, I'll just get it from a department store. Only ever bought 2 cables, so it's not worth getting. That is impressive. If all you've ever bought from Amazon is 2 cables, I'd say that's an achievement. That's worth telling people about. Actually, one thing I didn't know about Prime, apparently you get like 5% like cash back or like cash back, whatever. You get like 5% on purchases. So if you spend more than like 2 grand a year on Amazon, you basically pay for the Prime subscription and just the cash back you get. And I was sitting thinking to myself, do I spend that much money on Amazon? And it's like uncomfortably close to that number. So I'm like, oh no. Can't think what you would buy on Amazon. That's my problem. You can buy anything on Amazon. I know a lot of the stuff I get on there is like just like random niche things that are hard to find in supermarkets. See, now I'm like curious, what have I been buying on Amazon? I think right now I have a phone case and cat springs in my cart. Cat springs are awesome. You get like a 60 pack of these like little plastic springs, and cats love to play with them. You drive by stores on your way to work and you never really need anything else. Fair. What all do I have in here? Rechargeable hand warmers. I got a replacement cable for my like Kotatsu coffee table because my cats had chewed through the old cable. A Wi-Fi adapter for a computer I got. Uh, a motorcycle cover. Snowmobile gloves. A solid state drive, and I mean to be fair, I could have got these at like a hardware store, but like high beam light bulbs for like a car. What else? The desk that I have right now, got that on Amazon. Weight plates, wrist straps. I guess that's not that bad. That's like I'm looking how much I've spent like the last 6 months, and it's like less than $1,000, I think. Substantially. Oh, it's not even close to $1,000. It's less than $500. Yeah, it's like random stuff that you can't easily find in a department store. or like a big box store. That's my logic. I mean, a lot of the time I'd rather just stop by a store on the way home from work too, but there's certain things that are harder, I guess, to find, and that's when I just go to Amazon. You love browsing in stores? I have not done a whole lot of that. Usually when I'm browsing in a store, I'm browsing for food. And it's bad. If I start browsing, uh yeah, bad things start happening because I'm about to walk out of there with like $80 worth of junk food. Dude, the grocery store near me has um they have Reese's peanut butter cups, but it comes in like a 60 pack. You can just buy for like it's like 20 bucks. It's a 60 pack of Reese's peanut butter cups. I was like, "Oh, you're telling me I can get a Reese's peanut butter cup for 17 cents less than it normally costs if I buy 60?" Ooh. Yeah. I had to stop doing that. I unironically thought I was gonna get diabetes from how many, how many Reese's peanut butter cups I was eating. So I don't buy those anymore. But it was fun while it lasted. I say that of course as I'm drinking soda, but I mean at least it's diet soda. I should probably stop. I need to go to bed in like 45 minutes. That this crap has caffeine in it. I should probably just set that down and not touch. Maybe I go get water. I've also got hooked on these like sugar wafers. It's just like vanilla cream inside of like a little wafer. I like those a lot because they're way lower in calorie. So you can eat a lot more of them. I wanted to see what would happen if I actually like sat down and figured out exactly how many like vitamins and like iron and calcium and all that stuff that you're supposed to like intake in a single day. I wanted to see what would happen if I actually followed a diet where I literally got exactly 100% of everything you're supposed to get in a day. I just wonder how I would feel. Like would the brain fog go away? Would the brain rot addiction finally end? Like what would happen? So I'm just curious. I'm thinking of doing some research and seeing if that's even possible. Because I'm like, I look at like food. I don't understand how anybody gets enough iron. How is that possible to get enough iron? Because unless you're just like guzzling spinach, there's just no way. I'd need to do it for a long time. You think? I've noticed pretty quick, like when I cut out certain things, it has pretty drastic effects. Like I know quitting sugar, I did that for like a couple of weeks, and my skin straight up like I've got like some kind of gnarly acne and stuff on like my arms. Like my skin completely cleared up like within a week. It was kind of crazy actually. But then, Reese's peanut butter cups. So weeks are long. I feel like especially if mentally you think of a change as like temporary, it's really easy to make it a week. Like I think to myself, like if I wanted to like not drink diet soda or whatever for a week, that sounds really easy to me. Because it's just 7 days. Then at the end you can like drink it if you want. Or if you're or if you're like really happy, maybe you just keep going. Also, I'm so busy at work throughout the whole week that it's like a week doesn't even feel long. The longest like days of the week are Monday and Tuesday, and after that, everything is just like it feels like you're just like rolling down a hill after that. Winter's a bad time. Food's too good. Yeah, leading into like Thanksgiving plus Christmas, depending on if you celebrate, is like that's tough. That's tough. But I mean, you can think about it this way: if you can get through Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that stuff, then I mean, the rest of the year is easy, right? I mean, the next big check is like Easter. After Easter, the next thing is like Halloween. I just realized all of summer is like a holiday dead zone. There's just nothing. Like in the US, there's some like US specific holidays that happen, and those are nice, but they're like 1 day holidays, and that's it. Summer break? Yeah, I don't get a summer break. I miss summer break. Summer break was fun. I mean, I do like a winter break, really. I like combine New Year's and Easter time off into like vacation days, and I get like 2 or 3 weeks off all at the end of the year, which is nice. But it's also like everybody else does it too. So I've heard from friends that it's like if you want to be in the office or like working, that's the time to do it because nothing ever gets done between like December 15th and December 31st. Like there's just zero expectation to do anything because everybody's gone. No one's in the office. You have to apply for time off 2 years ahead because everybody uses it during that. What? 2 years in advance? How are you supposed to ever plan anything 2 years in advance? It's crazy. How on earth would a company need 2 years advance notice to like move people around? Dude, I'm just realizing my like VR space is like completely cluttered. I have so much stuff in here. I've got like this oil heater as well as all my fans and the pillow I was using from before. Wait, this pillow? I need to show you this pillow. This thing is the best thing ever made. These are so good. I love these. They are so soft. This is literally like the softest pillow ever. They sell these at Target. They're so good. I love them. They're like gigantic too. This is like the one I've kind of kept nicer. And I literally like before going live on stream, I was like I wanted to go live at 8, but it was like 7:45 and I already had everything set up. So I just like leaned this pillow up on the on the wall and just like took a nap on the ground, which I do I do way too much. I sleep on the ground all the time. But to be fair, I really like my carpet. My carpet has nice padding. You get 42 days off, so you just take a month off at a time. That is awesome. I guess that would explain if you're getting like 42 days off a year, I can see why they would have to limit summer a little bit. I've never actually used Uber Eats. I cannot fathom not at least going out like and getting my own food. Having somebody else deliver it to me just seems crazy. Never delivered except pizza. I think I can count on one hand the amount of times I've had food delivered and I've never paid for it when it's been delivered. Where and like I guess just to clarify, when I've been present for food being delivered, and you're right, every time it's been pizza. It's always been pizza. I mean, to be fair, like way back in the day, a lot of like the chain pizza stores, the delivery was pretty affordable. Like I think one of my local ones had like a $4 delivery fee. I mean, compared to Uber Eats and like other food ordering apps, that's basically not charging at all. I think part of the appeal of like ordering pizza too is if you're having like a family night or something, it's like you don't want to have somebody have to leave and go get it. It just kind of sucks. 'Cause then they get left out of all the fun. True. Yeah. Sometimes it's worth the extra $4 to save 20 minutes. I mean, when you think about it too, it's like gas to get out to the store. If it's $4, by the time you've spent all your time and gasoline getting out there, it's like it's almost cheaper to get it delivered. I'm curious. What's your take? What's the best pizza? I guess like non-local pizza. Because there's always going to be some local shop that like does it really good. That actually that's like the joke I have with my family. You can roll through any small town, it'll have three things: a church, a pizza shop, and oh, what was the third thing? Oh, an ice cream store. It does not matter what small town you go to. There's an ice cream shop, a pizza shop, and a church. There's always those three things. It's crazy. There'll be like five houses and a pizza shop. I've seen pizza places in the most random remote areas. And it is crazy to me that they have like business. But the reality is I guess you don't need a whole lot of people in the area because if you're the only pizza shop around, people ain't gonna not eat pizza. That's just not an option. My alarm clock app just sent me a notification asking me how my morning today was. It's 11 p.m. I feel like they should have asked that a while ago. I don't even remember what happened this morning. I think I woke up and then wished I could go back to bed. I think that's what happened this morning. Frozen pizza is the goat after that. Anything. Never had bad pizza. Frozen pizza being the goat is a crazy take, not gonna lie. Just pimp it. I guess you could buy extra like meat and stuff. You want your money's worth? Buy one at Aldi. Think you have them? And put ham, salami, extra cheese on it. Ooh. Dude, Aldi is the goat. They have such cheap food. It's awesome. Well, I mean, to be fair, it used to be substantially cheaper, but that's like the place to go to get food that's actually like affordable. I don't think I've ever had salami on pizza. I've definitely put ham on it before. Thinking about it, I don't think it would be bad, but definitely different. Is basic topping? Do you mean pepperoni? Oh, we call it pepperoni? Okay, yeah. All right, that makes sense then. Probably be a lot less greasy too if you're like basing it off of a frozen pizza. Because that's like the one issue you do run into with like a lot of meat is it'll get greasy. €4 a pizza? Okay, now I have to look it up. I'm curious. Yo, these are $3. Wait, you can get a 2 count of French bread pepperoni pizza. That's $1.54 a pizza. That's a full-size 16-inch pizza. It's very thin crust, I will say. It is like tavern thin crust. 3 pack of pepperoni pizza is $3.79 here. Remember when they sold it separately for 79 cents? That's crazy. Yeah, frozen pizza. Show more. Now I'm curious about the other options. It looks like the standard going rate for a frozen Aldi pizza is $2.89. That's like the budget struggle pizza. We can get breadsticks for $2.15. Holy moly! Hot pot 4 pack of hot pockets for $5.39 is actually not bad. Oh wait, this one's a meat lovers. It says sausage, pepperoni, and beef topping. Already on it. $2.89. All these a lot of sales. I believe it, dude. I remember when me and my mom used to go in there. It was always so fun. I always liked it because you'd go in there and you'd have to, well, not have to. It was honestly it was fun. You'd like steal a box out of the aisle and take like the boxes to the to the end and then box up all your stuff because they don't give you bags. It was always so fun. I've still got one more Discord notification. My mom asked me to do something and it's like sitting as a Discord ping and I don't want to do it because it's gonna take like 10 to 15 minutes. And it's like as soon as I click it, I need to do it because then the ping goes away and I don't want to have to like right click and mark it as unread. So my Discord's just been sitting with a single notification on it for days now. I don't know if I mentioned this. I ordered a DDR pad. Actually, I need to check my email because they never sent me an invoice. Yeah, they never sent me a receipt. I'm kind of worried about that actually then. I need to check if that actually got charged to my card. Anyway, I bought a oh, at least I think I bought. It seems like it's still up in the air. I think I bought a DDR pad. Like it's an actual nice like hard actual like wood and metal DDR pad with like a bar attached to it. I was like I thought it'd be fun to play DDR. I was really enjoying excuse me. I was really enjoying Beat Saber, but there's only so much Beat Saber I can take, and I just wanted another like physically demanding rhythm game to play. I think it'll be cool. I'm just gonna set it up in my living room and like connect it to my my TV. So it's gonna be like literally being on an arcade machine when it's all said and done. It's gonna be interesting. How much was it? Too much. It was. I got a nice one, and it would have been better. The real problem is that it has to ship internationally, so it's tariffed, and also it does not have free shipping. Because I think it ships from like Poland or something. But anyway, when it was all said and done, it's $700. That's a lot of chicken. Actually, should I calculate it in chicken? It's $18 per 5 pounds. It's $700. Uh, divided by 18 times 5. It's 200 pounds of chicken. It's 200 pounds of frozen chicken. That's very different because they absolutely include the water weight. Typical American counting in anything except metric. Hey man, it's not my fault. Imperial's better. I don't make the rules. That's just the way it is. Metric is nice for some things. Well, one thing I will just never forgive is people measuring human perspective of temperature with the metric system. I am sorry. Celsius is a crap temperature measurement. It's just bad. I don't like it because it's based off of water. It's not based off how the air feels. So you walk outside, you're like, oh, it's 40 degrees Celsius. I'm like, is that cold? It's like, it's hard to, it's like, no, you'd literally be scalding at 40 degrees Celsius. Hell nah. Nah, you guys are wrong. I'm sorry. Fahrenheit is better. The difference between 1 degree Celsius is huge, but the difference between 1 degree Fahrenheit is not. You can give a much more like precise description of what the actual temperature is in Fahrenheit, in my opinion. And that's coming from someone who like I actually did the science classes to kind of know how Celsius works. I'm not blind. I'm not blind to the benefits of Celsius. But at the same time it's like it's to measure water, not air temperature. I also really don't like that it's like 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just the freezing point of water. Is Like, I'm sorry. If you say it's 0 degrees outside, it should be cold. I can wear a t-shirt and shorts in 32-degree weather. Like, I'm sorry, that zero is not cold. 0 degrees Celsius is not cold. You start getting into like the negatives, and it's still not cold. It's like it doesn't handle the cold temperatures very well. The hot temperatures are a little better, but now what the fuck? Yeah, I grew up in an area where it's like it's pretty common to be cold. So 32, there's a big difference between 32 degrees with and without wind. If there's no wind, like I'm not gonna hang out there for an hour, but I'm not gonna bother putting on like clothes if it's like 32 with like 4 mile an hour winds. Is winter snowing? 0 Celsius is not, that'd be like slush because that's where water freezes. If there's snow on the ground at 0 degrees Celsius, it's like it probably happened when it was in the negatives. Typically, when it's around 32, snow is like slush. It's because it's kind of like right in the weird spot where it's like half frozen, half not. So it's just like really watery. In recency, there is no snow anymore. Yeah, dude, everything's been heating up. Like noticeably been heating up. You got 2 snow days last summer? Tragic. What I've noticed is that like the winters have actually been really intense where I am. They're still really, really intense. They just happen later in the season now. They happen like a month and a half late. It's wild. The hurricanes are getting stronger too, man. Like that hurricane that was like out in the Atlantic recently. I don't even remember what it was called, but people at work were like tracking its power and like what it was at. It was like churning for a while there. Apparently, it was like it got to like the top five like most powerful recorded hurricanes in the Atlantic of like all time. Glad you don't have that. Yeah, me too, dude. Hurricanes are crazy. I remember a quote from like a video I was watching. Somebody was like, "Man, what's more powerful than a nuclear bomb?" And this other guy that was like across the table from him just like looked over and was like, "Weather." I was like, "Yeah, that's a good point." Hurricanes are like outputting that kind of energy almost constantly. It's wild. Now I'm curious. There's like footage from the inside the eye wall of that hurricane, right? What was that thing called? Hurricane Melissa. That's so cool. Okay, hang on. I need to show this. Look at this. This is inside the eye wall of Hurricane Melissa. That's so flippin' cool. Dude, that is insane. I can't believe that's on Earth. Haters will say it's AI. Destroys lives but looks cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'd prefer it didn't do the whole destroys lives part and just looked cool. But unfortunately, those two things go hand in hand. I will say, having this like giant white thing on my monitor is displaying like all kinds of like smudges and stuff on it. Have you ever seen some of like the really pretty tornadoes and stuff? I really like I don't know if you do like tornadoes. Oh, speaking of, my recommended just has a bunch of tornadoes in it. Oh, this is exactly what I was going to talk about. Pico's Hank. If you like tornadoes, Pico's Hank is like he's like tornado Bob Ross. I love weather. Dude, that's like insane how perfect that looks. Only seen tornadoes in movies. I've never seen one either. I want to go storm chasing someday. Like that's definitely something I want to do. Yeah, Pico's Hank is cool. I like his channel. That's one thing I will say. Like these tornado areas have like this right here. They've turned into like tourist stops basically. There's so many people storm chasing nowadays because of how accessible it's become. It's actually crazy how rare it is that people like get hurt doing it though. Dude, this is like just like an ethereal like landscape when you think about it. All these people like parked here, right? Looking out at the storm. This land is so flat. It's so ridiculously flat. Look at that. Like I get there's like hills here, right? But like you can see for miles when the wind, what the wind, like the speed the wind it gets up to, like all the way up there. Dude, this is insane. This is stupid. This is just a tourist trap. It's a tornado tourist trap. This is insane. Didn't know so many people do that. Yeah, it's it didn't used to be like this. At least is my understanding. But as people like kind of picked up on I guess like education on how to read a radar like became more readily available, people started figuring out that they could go out and do it themselves. Because I mean, all it really takes is a car. See, my dumbass, I think it'd be really awesome to try and storm chase on a motorcycle, but that also just sounds like a great way to die, you know? Like realistically, that's probably what the outcome of trying to do that would be. Well, plus it's also like tornadoes are almost always wrapped in hail and stuff like that. And rain. It's not fun to get rained on. But yeah, for the ones that are like wrapped in hail, like no roof to help protect you at all. It's just like you just have like 2-inch balls of ice raining down on you from out of the sky. Oh no. That's just dangerous. That's so cool. Oh, it's getting deformed. Dude, I could you imagine seeing this thing in real life? Because you think about it, like think about how high the clouds are. This thing is connected to the ground and the clouds. It's like connected and rotating. These things have to look so alien. I I, I don't think a camera can properly capture what seeing something like this in person would be like. Because this would, if you consider it like an individual object, this would be like the largest thing you have ever seen in your life. It could be bigger than a skyscraper. It'd be wild coming straight at you. One of the scariest things about tornadoes is you can't, because they're so big, you can't tell if it's coming at you or going away from you because you just have no like perspective of it. So the scariest thing like you can see is a tornado that doesn't look like it's moving. Because if it doesn't look like it's moving, that means it's either moving away from you or what you should assume it's doing, moving straight towards you. So that's your key to get a move on is if it doesn't look like it's moving because they're so big that you can't really get a perspective of what direction if it's coming towards you or going away. Okay, the back and forth of like Texas being miserable and New Mexico being awesome is just hilarious. Oh, look at that hail is crazy. It's like golf ball sized. You gotta imagine the top of these guys' cars is just like dimpled, like completely dimpled. All right, that's it for me. 5 a.m. for you. You're fricked. Ooh, my apologies. Get yourself some caffeine for tomorrow.